Hi there. Let's take a look at Apple. We'll look into the weekly market structure and also check out the short-term trend. So you can learn how to measure the risk of next price move, even if you're new to chart analysis. From a big picture perspective, Apple is still in a markup stage of the market cycle. However, the short term has turned sideways. So previously we talked about that there are two risks. One is that the recent top has popped outside of the long-term trend ceiling. So this long-term trend started somewhere around 2019, 2020, right? And you can see the price basically bounced between the two boundaries until mid-July, right? And then we already said that's a little bit risky. And indeed, in just after 2 weeks, the price got pushed back down to the orange key level of 309, which is also the current major support level in the weekly time frame. So the key resistance remains the channel ceiling. Remember, this is education content only, not financial advice. In terms of weekly volume, it basically stay average, I would say. This week, there's still a couple of days left. So we will see by the end of the week how far this will evolve. And remember, these two yellow lines are tracking the recent moves since the end of last year. So basically, it's getting into an ascending wedge situation. And according to textbook theory of candlestick pattern, ascending wedge is a bearish sign. So let's see whether the textbook is correct this time. Now, the micro view, daily view, here we can see the uptrend that we were tracking last session. It's basically confirmed over. We said, okay, by the time it gets closer to the 24th, which was this Monday, of course, people already made the move last Friday. So one day before the tip of the wedge. Okay, we said the resistance was 317. It still is the short-term resistance. And then when the price gets into this wedge, it either breaks that resistance or it breaks the uptrend support in the choice by the bulls and bears. Was the second. And it is still range bound between 309 and 317 that we also talked about last time. And you can see if the bulls manage to push over the 317, there are two resistance lines over here. One is the previous uptrend support. The other is this 335 that was set by this first peak in mid-July before it reached the all-time high in late of the month. And the support 301 remains the one below the 309. That's where the short-term support is. That was also set by late July and early August trade. Okay, and you can let me know in the comment whether you think the sideways trend is going to continue, or is the trend going to change, breaking one of these levels or these support resistances that we covered. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, remember to do it to see the next update. See you in the next one. Before we go, just want to quickly check. If you look at these 20, 50, 100 days moving average, the price is trying to stay above the 50 days as of this moment. Okay, so if it breaks the 309, that means it is going to break the 50 days as well. Not that it can't, because that's what happened back in early part of the month. Okay, so let's see how that evolves. And the 20 days may dip lower and crosses the 50 if the price really comes back down to below the orange line. So let's observe closely, and let's get back to the session next week. See you.